good people of the day. Let's get some things in perspective here. I want to say thank you for everybody who has super chatted to the page. I want to say thank you to everybody who's hit the Cash App up. I want to say thank you to everybody who has liked all the videos. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everything that you've done, because you matter. All these other people try to act like the people don't matter. Without the people, you are nothing. They want you to be voiceless. They want you to have no influence, saying you're just a guy that sits on the couch, but the people on the couch is what's putting money in your pocket. What's up to you too, Mrs. Butterworth? So thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the support. And to show you how much your words mean something, you've noticed a change in Stephen A. Smith in this Aaron Rodgers situation. Did you not? Did you not see a change this week in Stephen A.? In this Aaron Rodgers situation, because the whole world was watching to see what he was going to say. More than anything, because he has been the biggest Aaron Rodgers supporter in the face of this earth. But more than that, they wanted to see how he was going to react when it details a white athlete compared to a black athlete. And when he dropped the ball, when this first aired, and he came with his usual respectful tone that he seems to possess for white athletes, and his loud, aggressive tone he has for black athletes or athletes of color. The tones are not the same. And once those were pointed out by us, we the people, everybody started pointing it out. We the people don't mean just Carcino. It means everybody. Once he got that, no, because he knows that's his bread and butter. It's not that he wants to be white. He just knows that's where the bag is. That's what my bosses want. He's a company man. He knows what the bosses want to hear. The bosses don't mind. There's no repercussion for going after a brother like that. He know he can talk like that about his own people. They're not going to care. But he has to tread lightly when he talks about Caucasian athletes, because somebody in the office might not like that. So he has to tread lightly. The man literally told you he wakes up every morning thinking, how can he make his bosses more money and how can he get a piece of it? What type of mentality is that? So hit the like button up just for that reason alone. We didn't put words in his mouth. That's what he said. That's what the man said. Yes, my Cash App is Carcino, and thank you guys for the Cash Apps this morning. Or this afternoon, rather. But that's like morning for me. Absolutely.
I'm the brother that coined he's a bad man. I mean, this brother's special, okay? I love Aaron Rodgers.
We know that.
I'm ashamed of him right now. If Aaron Rodgers is watching this interview Friday on Pat McAfee's show, whatever day, I think it was Friday he did that interview, you came across as a national embarrassment.
A national embarrassment. This is why I waited to make my video on Stephen A. Smith. Because I was going to make a video. Because remember, his sidekick went out there and told him, Jay Williams told him what? You don't say, I didn't see that same energy that you had for Kyrie Irving, that you got for Aaron Rodgers. I don't see that. And do you know why Jay Williams was so abrasive to Stephen A. Smith? It's because Stephen A. Smith wanted that to happen. I saved it because everybody was praising Jay Williams. Jay Williams is standing up and because Jay Williams is always the tap dancer too. So now this improves his position with his black card. He's through tap dancing for the other folks, and if it's okay with black folks, he would like to come home now. Shouts out to Star Buck Wild for that. Now, that whole scene with him and Stephen A., and he told that to Stephen A. on the show, let me tell you something right now. That was staged. It was staged, people. That's why I didn't say anything. I wanted to play out. This is why I waited so long to say this. I could have did it all weekend. I said, nope. I'm going to wait because I want Monday to come by. Because Aaron Rodgers that Friday, or whatever day he went live on, but yeah, it was Friday. On Friday, he decided to go live with Pat McAfee. And once he did that on the McAfee show, he doubled down the ignorance. And he put them anybody supporting him, he put them in a bag they couldn't get out of. He didn't even realize how stupid he sounded or arrogant. And anybody who was defending his position at that time, now they was in the grease. Because all the excuses you made for Rodgers all went out the window. It all went out the window. Stephen A. knew because the emails were coming in. The text, their Twitter was blowing up. Look at Stephen A. Look at it. They see Kyrie Irving was right. Kyrie. Right after minutes after going live talking about Aaron Rodgers, you see that. I knew Stephen A. was going to do this. I already did the video saying the whole world is watching to see how you respond to this. Stephen A., we know what's coming. So everybody wanted to see his tone, and you saw his tone. It was just as everyone said. So now it's, oh, he did it. Now it's flying across the screen. So while the show is still going on, after he's appeased his bosses by being mild, saying, well, let's wait to hear what Aaron has to say before we go and do this. You know, I did say that I think that he should be suspended. You said you thought he should be suspended for what he did because he violated company. But it was the tone and how you said it that disturbed the public. So they let Jay Williams speak for the people. And Stephen A was able to rebuke it. They worked on that during the break. He knew what Jay Williams was going to come with before it was even said. He was prepared to answer that question, but he wanted them to say, we don't shy away from nothing. Staged, brothers. Brothers and sisters, that was staged. For your entertainment. For somebody who was finally saying the things that you've been saying on Twitter and Facebook. But once Rodgers came out and did that Pat McAfee interview, now I put him in a catch-22. Now, you can't stand with Rodgers no more. Now we got to see your tone.
There is no other way around it. It was the most embarrassing performance of Aaron Rodgers' career. Period. There is no denying that. Let's count the ways. First of all, as you said, he could have easily come out and told the truth. The fact that you went on Pat McAfee's show and articulated what you articulated as extensively as you did, you could have did that back in August when they asked you the question.
Exactly. That's a correct point. We would have never gotten that, people. You would have never gotten what you got out of him. This is the complete honesty. Okay? Broken down factually, but you would have never got this, people. You know why you got this? It's because y'all made it happen. We the people made it happen. All of you putting that pressure on them is shaking, got them shaking. Kwame was just big enough in aspect. Another person that they thought meant so little, he was a bust, the biggest bust in the world. Now, look at where he at now. Thanks, go getter. They in the trap all day. This is the life of a, Go get her, go get her, go get her. Yeah. You see? This is what it's like. This is what you guys have done. Give yourselves an applause, because now you forced Stephen A. Smith to have to change how he's doing things. This guy had to change the program. He knew he couldn't come out and tom it up. He couldn't be the company bootlicker. He had to show you. He had to finally stand 10 toes down and be the man. He might be, but today he had to be that guy. He couldn't be that guy. He knows the world is watching him, and not just the world. Black America was watching him to see, was he gonna shuckle and jive and tap dance around the Aaron Rodgers subject. He couldn't do it. Because people are waking up to this nonsense that they have been spewing and running this stick for years. Disrespect of the black athlete. And let me get ahead of the haters that's going to come in here and be like, well, you talk about LeBron and he's a black athlete. I talk about LeBron not based on him being a black athlete. I talk about him based on LeBron James as a person, as a ball player, being the bum of a human being that he is, and player. Yeah, the Lakers did everything in their power to cool Melo off, didn't they? I thought the Lakers were going to start guarding Melo in a minute. Melo was hitting too many shots. They was over there point shaving like a mug. The Lakers is like about to start guarding their own player. They'd be like, wait a minute, the Lakers is guarding Carmelo Anthony. He's helping out on the double team. They deliberately tried to chill their own player out. They didn't give him the ball for like a whole quarter. I'm like, you in trouble. You up 14. The lead dissipating. Why the hell you ain't giving the ball to Melo? Well, that's a whole nother subject. Let's go back to listen.
So that's point number one.
Point
number two, you said you didn't lie. Okay, Aaron Rodgers. How about deliberately deceitful? Does that work? Does that work? Because you knew that you didn't take the Pfizer, the Moderna, or the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, and you knew in the eyes of the NFL, that was the stipulation under which you were declared vaccinated or unvaccinated.
True.
So when you told the media, yes, in answering that question, you said yes first, then you said I'm immunized. You gave the impression that you were vaccinated on purpose.
Yep.
So you were deliberately deceitful.
Yes, you were. Same thing that I said. Deliberately. It was a clear lie. And if you look at Rodgers' face when he answered the question, his eyes tell you he's lying. As soon as he puts his head down on, yeah, I'm immunized. Puts his head down. Puts his head down. What innocent man does that? He told you he was lying in the video. We just didn't see it.
Point number three.
Point three. Why?
Because you didn't feel like dealing with the shrapnel of criticism, or dare I say an intensified probe into why you had declared that you had decided to be unvaccinated, so you couldn't take the heat.
Couldn't take the heat.
How does that translate to other things? So you couldn't take the heat about Green Bay. Were you telling the truth about them? Was you telling the truth about Woodkins? Was he wrong in how he had treated you after all? I mean, you give one position to the media, and then behind closed doors, you take another position. Who are you, Aaron Rodgers?
He's Sharon Rodgers, the person he's always been. You just up here waking up to it. You already knew what Sharon Rodgers was. Who are you, Aaron Rodgers? He just came home and he just got all this information about his ex-girlfriend. Who are you? I don't recognize you. He's the same guy that Greg Jennings and Bubba Franks and the assistant managers, training guys who was there working for him was telling you all of these stories about him. Whenever the guy that helped won you the Super Bowl said, I can't stand that guy, there was a reason they didn't like him. There is a reason. Sharon Rodgers was who he is. He's pompous, he's arrogant, and he never took blame for anything. He always threw his other teammates under the bus. That's what he was known for in the league. And you made allowances for that. So he's being who he's always been. You just the delusional boyfriend who just found out. When everybody around you knew, you just not finding out. You knew. You just didn't want to accept it. That's the look of a guy who just found out the girl he thought was his wasn't his. And he come to the realization it's over.
That's the question, because you brought all of that into the equation. Okay? That's number 3. Number 4.
Number 4.
Which one? What? Which one? Carson Wentz is not vaccinated.
What?
Kirk Cousins is not vaccinated.
What?
You know which one at those guys? I see them playing every week.
Yeah.
If anything, they stand taller today than they ever have in their career because they were willing to do what you, Aaron Rodgers, was not willing to do, which was to man up and state your position. Point number 5.
Point 5.
I personally am sick and tired of all of these ignorant folks out here acting like it's a private matter. No, your medical history is a private matter. Your medical status is a private matter without the issue of the vaccine. But as it pertains to COVID-19, the coronavirus pandemic,
Yep.
you have the ability, according to the scientists,
According to them.
to contaminate other people. You're more susceptible to the virus if you're not vaccinated. Now, does that mean you should have to take it? That's your decision. And anybody that wants to point to Kyrie Irving or anybody else, that's their decision. Oh, by the way, you disrespected Kyrie Irving. I'm no flat earther. That was a direct shot at Kyrie Irving, who has said nothing about you, has not bothered you. And by the way, deserves more credit than Aaron Rodgers because he's willing to man up and stay in his position and cost himself money. And
Whoa, now he's defending Kyrie Irving. See what y'all did? He would have never said that if the pressure wasn't on his back. He would have never said that if the pressure wasn't on his back. Y'all made that happen. Thanks, Go Getter, for the super chat. I appreciate that. For all of you other people you want to donate, the Cash App is Carcino. The like button is free. Y'all can hit the like button, like it up. Like it up. Like it up. Strike it up. Now, he brought up some very interesting points. Some that we've already touched upon, but it's the truth. He don't seem to have that testosterone to make that stand that a major head of the team, the quarterback, should have. He seems to not have that command. He seems that when the pressure is really on, he folds. He's only been to 1 Super Bowl. This is supposed to be the greatest quarterback they have propped up on the pedestal, but yet he chokes in big moments. And they always make an allowance for him. Oh, it was the defense. The defense let us down. You're losing 28-0. The defense don't play offense. Oh, yes. One of our biggest videos we did on the Patreon was talking about the man who runs the world. And that was brought up again today. And it just so happens that part 2 of that is even more explosive because his right-hand man, the guy that's right next to the guy who runs the world, right next to him, his buddy, is different. He wants to be seen. He wants people to know who he is. So he's out there, flaunts it. But you're going to learn something about him. I can't wait to put that out. I might put that out tonight. Yep. Oh yeah, that's VIP on the Casino for Life Patreon. Yes. That's very educational. People need to learn it. Now, back to Sharon Rodgers. Thanks, Cal. I got your cash out, bro. Thank you. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Well, you got to remember, Sharon Rodgers is who you thought he was. This is why I called him Sharon Rodgers, because he lacks that testosterone to be an Aaron. Because I told you, he's been living a lie his whole life. And he won't come up or man up to admit he won't admit anything. But when you're coming out of bars that most professional NFL athletes don't attend, looking like you filming Brokeback Mountain 2, or coming out of the Police Academy Blue Oyster Bar with a guy like, who the hell is that? Dun, 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 dun. So, when the man stopped living a lie and face up to the fact of what he really is, the only panty chasing he's done is the ones that he's wearing. The only NFL player to get caught wearing a doggone thong in an NFL game. Am I lying? Just Google Aaron Rodgers in a thong, and it pops up in an NFL game. You see the picture of the game. You seeing the man wearing some underwear that don't look too minish. I'm not making this up. I'm not hating on Aaron Rodgers. That's not a Photoshop photo. The man has been telling on himself, you guys just did not pay attention. The evidence has been there to support what I have been saying for years. I told the people for years about Miley Cyrus. And it was like, what? No way. I said, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana, you don't want to believe it, but she's carpet munching Montana. You want your carpet clean, get nobody better in the business. Cleaning the carpets. Oh, did I get attacked for that? Slander. She's in love with Liam. I'm like, lamb? The little lamb? Lamb Hensworth? Believe me, his family and everybody else knows about him. They tried to make him an action star like his brother. They got to wake up to realize what I've already told you about him. He's with the Skittles crew too. And they were each other's beards. Sharon did the same thing. No, not Thor. Thor's little brother. His real life Loki. Liam, the lamb. Told y'all this for years. Y'all go back and type that in and put Carcino and put Liam and Hannah Montana. Go see how many years that go back. I've been made that video. People ignored it. Then all of a sudden, she comes out. She's in a relationship with a woman. She's bi. And I'm like, bi who? She ain't liking no dudes. Never was. They were trying to cover that up when she was doing that Hannah Montana show. I know all about it. But see, they don't want you to talk about their love. Yeah, because see, these stories are true. It just take you time. Then they all come out like, ta-da! 9 times out of 10, when people come out and reveal themselves, people have already known for years. It's just like I'm gay. And you're like, well, we know that. What's the announcement? That's the announcement. I've never said it before. Oh, all right. I don't think Tevin has come out and admitted it yet. I think he's just like Sharon Rodgers. They both gonna fight it to the end. Why you think Danica Patrick packed her bags and she was out that door so fast? She came in there and like had no idea until she got in there and saw what it really was and was like, oh my God, this is worse than I thought. She come home and it's Virgilio and about 14 naked dudes in the living room. Aaron sitting there in a doggone moose outfit. Almost, don't judge me. Remember your contract. Ah! With Yanni music playing in the background. Oh, man. He said a guilty white man. Amen. And State Farm, what's up with that? State Farm holding on to Aaron Rodgers, but they took all his commercials down. What's up with that? If he'd have been black, he'd have been banned and kicked off. You see all the other sponsors and cut their ties. What you holding on for? All right, everybody drop your State Farm right now. We gonna put that up. Until y'all cut ties with Aaron Rodgers, I'm cutting ties with State Farm. It ain't enough you took them down. You waiting on him to come back? You support that kind of behavior? Fine. Now you gonna get it too. I'll be like, oh, you like menace? We gonna give you what them dudes got. Whoop your ass like Kane baby mom's cousin. Or do your ass like Kane cousin with a smooth shot. I know. So what? He lied. It's not that he lied. He deceived the nation and came off as embarrassed. And then he came out with his imperialistic ways in an interview, arrogantly lying. Now he's coming off as an anti-vax guy. Then he's talking about all these places he didn't went and got all this research. I didn't went to Israel. I went to Italy and I've talked to all these people and I've done this research to all come back to getting information from Joe Rogan. That's how ignorant it sounded. I'm like, did anybody hear what I just heard? This man said he went to Israel, said he went to Italy, and then your final conclusion is that I talked to Joe Rogan. If you want to know what MMA fighter is best in a takedown fight, you ask Joe Rogan. You don't ask Joe Rogan and take his advice for your life. A guy who's an admitted steroid abuser? Come on. Are you serious? You're going to go to a steroid user and say, hey, man, what's up, Joe? I need some advice. What should I be taking? Well, I don't know what's legal in your sport, but I can get you some stuff from Mexico. Some real good stuff. Fix you right up. I used to be like a 130-pound guy with hair. Yeah, that all falls out. And then you get a neck look like Kurt Angle. Now, yeah, they don't want me to get started. They don't want me to get started. Because I get on, Joe. I'm about this close, Joe. This close from exposing your bullshit. Okay, you've been getting by a long time playing the role. Okay? But you ain't stepped on no toes, really. Really ain't did nothing for me to come after your head like that. But for Sharon, oh, the last time I attacked Joe was when he was talking with Lou DiBella about the MMA and talking about how the MMA was swallowing boxing and all that. That was many years ago. Mm-hmm. But don't forget to subscribe if you hadn't. Hit the like button up. It's free. We've been cracking them upside their head. You guys make this happen. All of you make this happen. I'm proud of it. I'm proud that y'all put y'all foot down. And y'all definitely, for the super chats, the Cash App. Thank you. That's all I can tell you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you guys. Because you guys made this go. You guys are the reason why Stephen A had to stand there and do what he did. Appreciate it, bro. And sisters. Much love.